The new COD's out. Yes, so as you can see, the Christmas tree is now up, which means the new Call of Duty has just come out. And this year we have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So about a week ago now, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War released, and since then I have not stopped playing it. I thought it was going to be shit. It isn't. Completely. So I wanted to make this video basically just to go over my first thoughts of the game on this launch week, say what I do and don't like, my theories and hopes for the future of the game, and show off my stats and all the kind of things I've already done, my playtime, my KD, all that sort of stuff. Let's go.
I want this video to be too long. I just want to kind of throw out my thoughts on this game, unscripted, so this is just me talking. And what better way to start than with the campaign?
I haven't played it yet. Yes, I know the campaign for this game has been hyped up massively as it's a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, which is one of the best campaigns that Treyarch has put out, or any Call of Duty developer really. But I thought I'd get to grips with the zombies and the multiplayer first, and tomorrow, from the time of recording this video, which is Friday, I'll be live streaming my first part of the campaign to the channel, so you can get my reactions of what I think of it and all of that. Hopefully I'll do the whole lot on different live streams over the coming weeks or days. We're taking to complete it, but it is going to have to try very hard if it wants to compete with my favourite COD campaign, Black Ops 2, which was also a direct sequel to Black Ops 1. Funny how things work.
Brings us over to the multiplayer. Now, the multiplayer is a weird one for me personally. I really enjoyed playing the alpha. The beta I played less of, but I still also enjoyed it equally as much. Now that the full game's here, it can be fun, but it does have some severely big flaws. So the first thing I have is the weapon balancing is off completely. Everyone uses the same guns. The MP5 in particular was just, everyone has used it at least once or 100 times, and it's already been nerfed this week. The game has been out now a week, and it just goes to show that it's been nerfed already, so people must be using it and they must have had to have done something because there was a big problem. But there are also the burst fire guns. They are ridiculous. Like, you can one burst most people if you get all your shots on. So I hope they get nerfed soon. And there's stuff like the Commando, or the XM4, what you can call it, and the Krieg 6. People are saying they're really overpowered and need a nerf, but personally I don't get killed by them all too often, probably because everyone else is using SMGs. But I've also used them, and they don't seem as good as people are making them out to be. So my next point is the map selection. There's two big problems with the maps here. One, I don't think the maps we've got for 6v6 are very well made. In the alpha, we played Seattle, Miami and Cartel, I think. Miami is atrocious. It looks nice, and well, yeah, the aesthetics are alright, but to play on, it probably is my least favourite. And Seattle Satellite. Did I say Seattle? I don't know. We'll ignore that. Satellite is, I think it's too open. There's some camping spots people are always sat at, especially the bit in the middle of the map, but you can't clear it out easy. It's just one of those annoying ones where you run out, you can't see anyone, and then all of a sudden you get sniped. But there isn't really many maps that I do like in the 6v6. Except I kind of like Cartel, and I do really like Moscow. But we've also, the other problem with the maps is there was only not 6, there was 8 6v6 maps, which is not good. I think that might be the least amount of launch maps for 6v6 any COD has had, and that's I know we're going to get more in the future and it's all going to be free, but it's one of the reasons I haven't played as much multiplayer this week, because I just don't want to be playing on those maps. Like there's not many, like there's not much variety, and most of them I don't like playing on. So I don't want to get annoyed too quickly that all the maps are the same, and I keep getting this one and I hate it and all that. But other than those flaws, I think the multiplayer can be fun. I like the new modes. Fire Team Dirty Bomb. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. The Dirty Bomb one with the where it's like Warzone. I kind of really do like that mode. And Combined Arms. I haven't played Combined Arms in the full game yet, but I did play in the alpha. It's like big domination on the big maps. There's like 5 or 6 flags. I think that's a really good idea. It's something I will eventually start playing again once I get back into the multiplayer of this game, because for now I'm just going to drop out, play with friends occasionally, and get back at it when it's all balanced properly. But yeah, I'm glad that stuff like finishing moves have come back from Modern Warfare. I kind of miss the tactical sprint and the mountain. I can see why people are happy they're gone though, but personally it's something I really did like about that multiplayer, which I kind of wish had come back here, but it's not a deal breaker for me really. And the only other thing is the snipers need buffing. I'm not touching a sniper until they get buffed. They are completely useless in my hands, and most other people's, I'd say, as well. So that's how I feel about the multiplayer. So zombies, on the other hand, I cannot get enough of zombies. I'm a big person when it comes to zombies anyway, but this zombies in particular is 100 times better than Black Ops 4. I don't really know if it trumps the other zombies experiences yet, but I'm truly addicted to this. I've had a lot of play time on it. I've gotten to know the map so well. The Easter egg's been done, all of that stuff. Even in the first weekend, right, I was getting all the Easter eggs done. There was like the coffin dance one, and you had the main quests. You can upgrade all the wonder weapons, the die what's it called, shockwave. But yeah, it's I think it's a very, very solid map. I do really like it. I could just say that it's the best launch map for zombies ever. I know not the original Narc and Kino de Toten, but I think it is better than those, which is going to be a controversial one. People are going to want to kill me for that, whatever. But yeah, I think the weapons are a lot more balanced than they are in multiplayer. They've tried to make it so that most guns are viable at any point, rather than, oh, I need a ray gun past this round because the other guns aren't going to be as effective and all that. But so far I've gotten a couple guns gold. But one weapon that I did get gold that was very frustrating because the weapon was so not bad. It was bad. It was the Uzi or the Milano, whatever you want to call it. That gun is just it gets the job done, but that's all you can say about it. It does feel a lot weaker than like the MP5, the AKU, all of those other guns I've used. And it took me the longest out of the guns to do. So yeah, maybe a couple of buffs to some stuff, like the ray gun got nerfed already, which I'm a little bit annoyed about because it's still a really good weapon now, but it should have been one of the most powerful, and then they thought it was too powerful, brought it down. It's whatever really. But I really like the zombies, and the zombies onslaught mode is also very good. I think it's a bit too slow paced for what it's trying to go for, but it is quite fun to just see how far you can get, because you are very underpowered at some points, but it makes it sort of really tight, and you kind of don't know if you're going to survive, not because you're a bad player, because you haven't got the right weapons. And when you do get past a really tough round, if you feel good about it, because it's quite hard. Like it really is. I think they might need to at some point do some updates to it, put some more stuff in, especially before it comes out on Xbox. Which, as well, I kind of am really annoyed that it's a PlayStation exclusive mode. It should have just been part of the game. Like the Xbox and PC players are missing out by not having it yet. Like survival was one thing. Not many people really cared about that anyway. But Onslaught is just fun. It's very fun. I'm also kind of annoyed it's only a 2-player mode and not a 4-player. I can't sort of understand why, but I hope one day they bring out a 4-player version of it. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. And the only other thing I can say about zombies is that the dogs can fuck right off. They jump at you way too fast. They take off way too much health, and when you're in a train and you're getting hit a couple of times and then they just pounce forward at 100 miles an hour and down you, that's just one of the most annoying things. But they do not compare to the Megaton, or as I like to call him, an absolute fucking dangle. He is a bastard when he wants to be. When you kill your first one, it's not too bad. He takes a couple of bullets and then he splits off into the other two. But, you know, once the rounds start going up, he gives you more damage per hit. He gets more aggressive, and in some cases, I've even literally just had my armor broken and I've had one of the bombers run into me and one hit me, and then the game's over. They are the most annoying things that can happen in this game. But overall, until there's some balancing, I guess it is a very well put together experience, and it definitely is nowhere near as bad as Black Ops 4 in terms of the fact that it wasn't that fun and the game was utterly broken at launch. But that doesn't mean that this game isn't, because this is, I think, it's one of the most glitchy launches, but it's not as bad as Black Ops 4, and it's still not disencouraging me to play. Like, there are a lot of glitches and some of them are quite bad, but it's stable enough for me to want to keep playing, and it's some of the glitches aren't really that bad. They're just tiny little annoyances that I can get over. But we did find this exploit under the map near Jug, which we use the Ether Shroud to literally get out of the map. It's so easy to do, and you can literally do it first try whenever you want, and then you can just kill zombies for days. You can run up to the ammo bit under the plane wing, buy ammo when you need it, and you just keep killing. You can't get hit, they don't move away, they stand on top of you, and then when you need to buy stuff or upgrade your guns, stuff like that, all you need to do is Ether Shroud back out and then do your stuff, get a couple more kills, get your Ether Shroud back and go back under, which I think a lot of people also found, because I've managed to find it on 2 different spots of the map, and I think a lot of people have just used that to get really high rounds, to get up on the leaderboards, which are also broken. The leaderboards don't work anymore. I think a couple of days after the game came out, they just kind of froze, so any progression I've had since that point it's not counting for anything. My leaderboards still tell me I'm level 35, so I don't know, I hope that gets fixed. It's the same with every time I equipped a calling card, I log back in and the calling card is reverted back to the default. And there's just a load of glitches like that, which some of them are being fixed. The under the map thing has gone now. It came out in the same hotfix the MP5 got nerfed in. You can't do that anymore. I'm glad about that. People are just not going to cheat it anymore, and we can get to playing the map how we used to on launch day before we found it all. But the game itself, there's a lot of weird things, like the leveling system seemed fine at first, and then when I prestiged, it got really, I don't know, it was confusing more than anything. I didn't know what was what. Every time I finished a match, it would tell me I'm one level. Then when I got into a lobby, it would tell me that I'm a different level, and I still don't fully understand it, although there's been some explanations on Reddit on what everything is, because there's this whole, there's season levels, prestige levels, something like that. I don't really get it. I hope Treyarch steps forward and explains it all properly soon, because I just want to know what's going on with that. The other thing is as well, I find that weapons level up extremely slowly. Even with the PlayStation exclusive party XP bonus you get for weapons, it still seems like it's taking forever, and I would have had a lot more guns gold by now if the guns didn't take so long to level up. Like, as soon as you get your gun to level 40, you get all the challenges done that you unlock at level 40, you basically just have to play and play and play for what seems like hours before you can even get the next camos and get the gun gold. And that's the only annoying thing I'm finding with this dark matter grind at the moment. That's in zombies, so I'm not doing it in multiplayer at all. But yeah, I feel because Dirty Bomb, the multiplayer mode, I've noticed you do actually level up the guns quicker, but on zombies it feels so slow. Like, it's just annoying. I really want this game to be as good as it can, which is why I'm bringing up all the points I don't like about it. I know that most of it is going to be fixed, and I also know that most of the game was made from home due to the coronavirus pandemic going on, but there are so many small bugs and glitches that should have been seen before launch that I just don't understand why they're still there, and I hope they all go soon, because once they're gone, this game is going to be so solid. It could be one of the best CODs ever if it just plays its cards right. It's doing well so far. It's got getting a strong bit of momentum behind it, but it's still got a little way to go. So for the future of this game, we are getting Nuketown, I think, on the 24th of November, which is like this week, something like 5 days away from now, which is exciting. I like Nuketown. I'm glad there's going to be a map I'm familiar with that it will be good to play on in this game, and especially if there's going to be a Nuketown 24/7 playlist, that will be the best. If it's double weapon XP as well, I'll be playing a lot, because I need to level my SMGs up to finally get them all diamond, so I can move on to the assault rifles. Then we get in Warzone on December 10th, I believe, with Season 1. That's going to be a big day. Obviously, the Warzone transition, I've been waiting to see what quite happens. I've been waiting to see how they're handling it and what precisely is going down with that, so it'll be good to finally see what they're doing. And then we get Season 1, we get a new Battle Pass, we see some rewards. I know a couple of stuff that's leaked out already, and like we're getting the watches and stuff back, so that's pretty cool. We're going to get some weapon charms at last, so we can customize guns a bit more. That's all alright in my books. And I think that's about it. We're getting Gunfight as well, actually. I just remembered Gunfight's coming the same day as Warzone, and I loved Gunfight in Modern Warfare, so I cannot wait to get playing that, leveling up some guns I don't use, and just having fun with the boys. So we're also getting some new multiplayer maps, which is going to be good. I know a couple of them are probably going to be Gunfight maps, but you know, announcements of new multiplayer maps, alright, I'm fine with, because there just needs to be more in the game. I'm very doubtful we're going to get a zombies map December 10th. I hope we do, even if it's just a little pre-order bonus style zombies map. I think another map would go a long way until the first proper release, just so we've got something else to play. Obviously we got Onslaught, but that's only for PlayStation players, so it would just be nice to get something early, but I can't really see it happening. So that's pretty much all I've got to say about the game so far. I might come back to this topic in maybe a couple of months' time, after a couple of bits of DLCs come out and I've finished the campaign and bug fixes and balancing issues are all sorted. But until then, I guess I'm going to just flex my stats and show you everything I've I've managed to do on this game.
Cold War. So we'll go into multiplayer, and my loadouts I've been using so far is I've got the AK-74U on for multiplayer at the moment because I'm trying to get it gold, and I was using Fireteam Dirty Bomb to level it up a little bit because the leveling up is very slow in zombies. Of course I've been using the MP5. That's also mainly for the same reasons I was using the AKU, but since I've gotten it gold I haven't used it at all. And then I have this class for the bigger game modes, so like the fire team ones and the combined arms. It's just got a sniper and an assault rifle, but I don't really use this class all that often, and that's about it. All the rest of these are just whatever. Score streaks, I've got I'm supposed to have a UAV, not a counter UAV, care package, and chopper gunner is what it's called. Operators I've got so far is Park and Adler. I've nearly got all three of these. Well, I say nearly. I'm working on them at some point, like whenever I play multiplayer, basically. And here we've got Beck and Garcia, Garcia, I don't know what his name is. Definitely doesn't look like a Garcia. So I've got some progression on both of these. The finishing move ones I keep, but most of them just don't want to count towards the progression. So that's another little bug I've noticed here. So that's all great. Challenges. We'll go for multiplayer. I haven't got any Dark Ops yet, just because I've hardly played. But there you go, 10% on the career, 13% on the battle hardened. Here's my progression. So I'm apparently Prestige 1 level 60. I've got the level 50 shotgun blueprint there. So here is my combat record. So for multiplayer, the Uzi is my most used weapon somehow. My KD is dead on 1, which is alright for me. I'm usually very negative on the KD fronts. And then there is my playtime for multiplayer, 7 hours 39 minutes. So now if we move to zombies, my classes here I've got on the first 5 classes. Here's my MP5. I've already got it in Golden Viper. This gun was fairly easy just because of how powerful it was. It still is, but yeah, it was definitely very broken, as a lot of people would say. But yeah, there's all the camos there. For multiplayer, I'm not really at all going for any of these camos. I mean, I'll probably end up getting some guns gold if I play the game enough, but I'm not grinding for it just yet. Just because I prefer the zombies mastery camos anyway. Here we have the energy mine. I don't know why that's on here, but I always use Ether Shroud on my classes. Here's the AKU class. This is the gun I'm currently working on. So if we go here, infection, these are the only ones I need to get done. Oh no, I need to get these done as well. So 10 camos left on that. Should be relatively easy. I just need to get the gun up to level 50. You can see it's already level 43, so only 7 levels left to go. Here's the other gun I got gold, the Milano or Uzi whatever, and it is looking rather funky with that massive suppressor and mags. This gun was a bit of a nightmare just because of how underpowered it is. It definitely took the longest time to do. The KSP I haven't yet started properly, but I've got one camo for it. But when I get started on that, I'm not really looking forward to this one because I've not heard the greatest things, but it'll be alright. And then the Bison I've not started on really. I've used for like maybe 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I've got 2 camos for that one. So they'll both hopefully be done soon, and then I'll have the Plague Diamond camo for them. That'll be alright. I've also been sort of working on the combat knife in my spare time. I've got all the camos except I need one more elite elimination, and I can get the last 2 lots. Only got to get the knife to level 30, so it's only 6 levels, so that's alright. My skills, I've got everything upgraded as far as it can go, all tier 3, which is alright. They'll bring some more stuff out, so as soon as they do, I'll work towards leveling all them up, and that'll be alright. my challenges for zombies, my career. So I've got the boot camp done. Time machine report. I've not done too many, mostly because these are like Intel based, and I really don't know how the Intel works. And then the veteran ones, I've got to exfil and complete a load of milestones. So yeah, that's great. I don't really exfil too many times, but we'll get there. So my Dark Ops challenges, this is my pride and joy so far. I've have 2 fully packed weapons, ammo mods, and 6 perks active. Reach round 20 without being hit. Reach round 20 with only your starting loadout and no upgrades. 50 kills with a single support. Exfil a game using only melee attacks. Reach round 30 without going down, and complete the Easter egg quest. So having 7 in the first week, I think is pretty good for me. Quite happy. I do know what the other challenges are, and I will be grinding for them at some point, just not quite yet. And my playtime for zombies is 2 days, 1 hour and 15 minutes. I don't know whether to be proud of that or not, but here we are. So I've had apparently 0 elite eliminations. I don't know how much I can trust these stats, because I know there has been a few bugs and stuff with some of the stats, but the eliminations looks pretty much how it should do. I think that is the amount I've got. Critical elimination seems like the one as well. So that's all that I've done so far in the first week. Again, I haven't started the campaign yet, but I will do tomorrow, which is the Friday, the 20th, and I'll try and get that done as quick as possible over a couple of days on the live streams. Then I can give my opinion on that. But other than that, thanks for watching this really dragged out video. I'm sorry it wasn't scripted or anything, but I just wanted to quickly get my my thoughts and feelings for the game out there for you all to watch and disagree with. And I hope to see you in the Crash Bandicoot video, which should hopefully be here soon. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.